And now we begin with one of Roger's favorite films, Sorcerer.
You know, Gene, I still can't believe that the epic adventure Sorcerer was so completely overlooked. Now, here was a large-scale, big-budget action picture, lots of fun. It starred Academy Award nominee Roy Scheider. It was made by Academy Award winner William Friedkin, the director of The Exorcist and The French Connection, and this movie died a quick death at the box office. The scene we have here is maybe the most astonishing scene in the whole film. It's a combination of desperation, suspense, and great special effects as Roy Scheider and his partners try to maneuver a giant truck filled with nitroglycerin through a hazardous jungle and across a suspension bridge. Sort of a tricky situation. We talked about the special effects. That last shot had some special effects in it, at least 3. The guy in the foreground is really there. The truck in the background is a real big model, and then the rain is kind of laid on top of it. So this movie really does have great special effects, but it didn't help it. You can see there that The Sorcerer is on a level way above most action pictures. The movie was a labor of love for director William Friedkin. He wanted to show human behavior at its extremes, men determined to complete a life-or-death mission against all odds and discovering their own limits at the same time. The jungle scenes, the rain and flood, the fire and catastrophe are among the most exciting movie scenes I've ever seen, but for some reason, the studio opened this movie with a lousy advertising campaign at the last minute. They had no faith in the picture's future. They pulled it out of the lousy theaters they got it into after a few weeks. Sorcerer certainly qualifies as one of the great lost films of the 1970s.
You're right about that. I don't share your enthusiasm for the film. I talked to the director, Bill Friedkin, about it. The thing that he thinks is wrong is what I think is wrong. And the characters seem to me to be a little cold. We notice the special effects. They're so powerful, more than the people in the truck. So we're more worried about the truck than the people. That aside, I still share your amazement. This was a very expensive film, $24 million to make. I'm amazed that it was just dispatched
so you didn't like it. A lot of people didn't like the picture, but a $20 million picture has to make $45 or $50 million to break even. This one didn't come anywhere close to that. It probably, if it made $5 million, it was lucky. You'd think it could make more than that. Just by opening in the first week, people stumbling into the wrong theater looking for Bruce Lee should have made more than that. But the studio simply rejected it. They didn't support it. They didn't tell people it was coming. They didn't care about it.
You had the answer there when you said the studio.
Right.
This picture actually was made by 2 studios, Paramount Pictures and Universal Pictures. What happened is, I think each studio thought the other guy was going to handle it. Nobody cared enough about it as a sole project of their own. It was dropped in between them.
Okay, so what do people do when a picture like this comes out? How do they know it's good, in my opinion, or if it's bad in your opinion? How do they know about it before the picture closes?
Well, in this case, they had to find it out on their own, because what happened is, here was a picture that also had a very bad title. It was called Sorcerer. Now, Bill Friedkin had made a picture called The Exorcist. Sorcerer sounds like it's another Exorcist picture. Well, there had been so many Exorcist films right after The Exorcist that when this guy came out, people were, 1, fed up with it, or 2, they went hopeful that it was another exorcism kind of film. They got there and they saw somebody in a truck. They said, "Where's the devil?" So this film was confusing for that reason. What people should do in something like this is, well, they better read your newspaper.
Read the critics, right.
Real quick. All right.
Okay.
So we really have here a film that virtually no one saw.